I am currently on a 365-day long form content challenge. And I'm currently on like day 45, 50-ish. And today I'm just gonna talk to y'all about the real behind this challenge, how I'm feeling, my intention, and also just where I'm at with it, because if you think about a year-long challenge, right? That's a long time. And maybe I started out with like this idea of, I wonder what 1 year from now will actually really look like, which I still feel that way. However, I think that sometimes both of us, put a lot of weight on ourselves and not really fully looking at the scope of what that could look like. Where I'm at right now with it, like I said, I'm about 45 to 50 days in. What I'm looking at right now is, how can I be better? Right? I enjoy speaking, right? This speaking is extremely healing for me, telling my story, me sharing my experiences, me talking about my lessons and the things that I want to teach to other people. Extremely healing for me. I'm grateful. However, I would be lying if I wouldn't say that some days I don't feel like it, right? I started out with 365-day long form content because I wanted to build the muscle. And I'm a person who works out, right? So I know all about mental fortitude. I know all about building muscle. I know all about putting in reps, putting in time. I know about it, right? It's the same thing for this. I spoke with a friend the other day. And he was like, "It's very competitive." I'm like, "It is. It probably is. It's challenging. I'm feeling like a challenging getting in. It's challenging for me to get into the algorithm. I feel like the things that I'm talking about, the messages that I'm giving out, I know are needed. I know that I'll be dropping some gems. However, it's like, gratefully, any video can take off at any moment, right? And all it takes is two to three, somebody binge watching 2 to 3 videos for it to like pick up. And I know that. The reason why I know that is because I look at YouTube all the time, right? And I'm looking at videos from people back in 8 years ago, like, and they'll just come up because I already started to, go down a rabbit hole of who they are. And so I know that, that's another reason why I'm so like dedicated to, this challenge and into YouTube, is because I like the setup. Like, I like the fact that they will push your old content, even if, it isn't taking off right now, it could take off at any point in time. And so I really do appreciate that. Um, I do feel that my intention originally was just to build momentum. My intention originally was to use my voice because that's what Spirit told me to do. And I'm proud of myself. I also have a podcast if you're interested in checking it out. It's the Alchemy Soul podcast. I've been dropping episodes on the channel every now and then, but I think I'm up to like 17 episodes at this point over on my podcast at Spotify. And I just have a few on here. So I'm slowly rolling them out on YouTube, but if you're interested, please be sure to check the description for the podcast. And so this challenge for me is just so deeply personal, but it's also like purposeful, right? Before I was before I was doing this challenge, I was trying to figure out what does spirit want me to do in life? Like, what is my purpose? I've always known that my purpose had something to do with me speaking. I've always known that my purpose has something to do with me helping other people. I've always known that, not always, but I've recently learned that my purpose has to do with me sharing my life experiences with other people. Um, because I've been through a lot, right? Like I've been through a lot, and I know that my experiences will be beneficial to others. But this challenge for me is me watching me evolve, me watching me grow up. Often I'm not looking back at the videos, but if I just so happen to be like, let me see what I be talking about. I click on a video and I'm like, wow, like, wow, I see the growth. I see the confidence. I see the build up of the woman that I am becoming in real time when I take a moment to look back and be like, oh, that's where you were and this is where you are now. That's pretty cool. And I love this challenge because I'm like, I just want to show up as myself and be authentic. I want to fumble. I want to um talk slow, talk fast, go down rabbit holes, ramble, whatever. Like I just want to be myself and I just want to show up here. And I think that in my mind, I feel like a reason why I don't get pushed is because it's not as organized and as, you know, cinematic as some other YouTubers are. Um, but that's not who I am. I'm just a real person, I'm not trying to put on a performance. I'm just trying to be myself. I'm trying to build a platform that shows my authenticity. I'm trying to build a platform that shows my humanity. I'm trying to, build a platform for myself so that people can know that simply just showing up as yourself is enough and that you don't need all of the bells and whistles in order to be successful. It's important to me because I thought that for a long time. I'm like, I have to have the perfect background. I have to have the perfect lighting. I have to have an editor. I have to have B-roll. I have to have this. I have to have that. Baby, listen, I'm just a speaker. When I get to the point where I can hire the people to do the things, then I'll be there. However, I'm not at that point, right? Like I'm just the person who is speaking, the person that is holding the mic, the person that is telling their story and being authentic and being real about just the shit that be going on. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. This challenge was introduced to me by um Glow Autonomo. She's here on YouTube and she did a long form content challenge. I'm not sure if she went through a year, but I do know that she was doing it for every day for a while. And I binge watch her videos. And the one thing that I appreciate the most about her is that some of the videos are about travel, some of the videos are about her life experiences through travel, some of the videos are like tips and tricks and like so there's no like one lane, right, that she's focused in on. And I can appreciate that part of it because that is how I've always seen myself. Like I'm not niche down. Like I'm very much niche open and but it's not. It is, but it's not. It is in the sense of like it's broad enough to say it's about purpose, it's about reinvention, it's about transformation, it's about remembering who you are. That's broad, right? I can make that really broad. So many little things can go into each one of those. I'm not niche down so much that I'm like, I'm only going to talk about my travel experiences. No, I'm barely going to talk about my travel experiences, right? And when I do talk about my travel experiences, it's going to be a culmination of experiences, right? It's not going to be um I went to eat here or I went to this event or like how travel influencers do. That's not the type of person that I am. And so this challenge is just showing me like how important it is to be authentic. And I want people to tune into me for my authenticity and for my message and for the fact that, I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not. Um, and yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm not giving up. Some days I'm tired. Some days I don't want to do it. Some days I don't want to talk. Some days I'm busy. Like I'm traveling now. So some days I'm just really busy and I don't get to it until the end of the day. But it don't matter, right? It's working, right? It's working. It's in progress. It's in progress. It's in motion. And I cannot wait, baby. Mark my words. Mark my words. I am going to be on a TED Talk stage, okay? I'm going to be on a TED Talk stage. That's what I want for my life. That's what I want to experience, and I am going to make it happen. And this is practice for that. So I'm going to keep showing up because I got some things to do. And I usually do everything I say I'm going to do most of the time. I don't think there has been an experience that I actually wanted to do that I didn't actually do. So I'm excited for that. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in to this little update. And